Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. How much power over you do you give your parents, or did you give your parents when you lived with them? Would you allow them to control most of the things you do, even how much you ate or when you ate? This one's from user The Idiot Girlfriend. Dad thinks he's entitled to tell you when to stop eating. My dad has severe control issues around food. He must always eat more or have a bigger portion than everyone else. Sometimes he takes a smaller portion to be self-righteous, but then goes and eats a second meal or course that no one else is allowed to eat. He also tried to say when you should stop eating, which always has to be before him, even if he's already eaten and you haven't. There is nothing worse than when you've skipped lunch and you found out that dad had a big afternoon snack because that means dinner is going to suck butt. His controlling behavior has given me food issues where I hoard food and binge because I'm scared he's going to take my food away. I'm also overweight and fat. I've recently moved out and one of the big perks is I have a healthier relationship with food. I binge less and eat less in general. But I'm honestly not consumed by thoughts of food 24/7 like I used to be. This Christmas was actually the first Christmas I didn't binge chocolate before and after dinner. I ate reasonable amounts, but it's still Christmas. Everyone except Dad was telling me how they think I've lost weight. Yay! I left feeling good about myself. Enter my dad. He called at my home today to fix my sink. As he was leaving, he sat me down and went through all of the food I ate at Christmas and told me how much less of each item I should have eaten. I tell him to stop, as him controlling my food will trigger me for a binging episode. He continues. I explain again. He tells me binging is only hurting me. I tell him I know, but he needs to stop. I also mention how effing creepy it is for him to watch me eat and count what I eat during Christmas. He tells me that's his right as my father, and anytime we have meals together, he's going to be watching and counting. Other things he has done are 1. Looked through my trash to see what I'm eating in my own home that he doesn't live in. 2. Question what I've ate every day. 3. Offered to order my groceries online for me so I don't have to go to shops during lockdown. He then edited my shopping list to meet his standards. However, I am slowly gaining more control over food in my life and I feel so free. OP, it's great that you're feeling free and that you have more control over the food in your life. However, I have to say, it is not your father's right as a dad to control the way you eat or what you eat. For 2 very clear and obvious reasons. 1, you're an adult, and 2, you don't live in his home. You live in your own home. What the hell is he doing going through your trash, going to your house, sitting you down and telling you how much you ate or what you should have eaten instead? All of that is so absolutely wrong, it's difficult not to see it. It sounds like you've been in an abusive relationship your whole life, with your father controlling and dictating what and how you eat. He's the reason why you have such an unhealthy relationship with food, that you need to binge food because you feel like it's gonna get taken away or something. And now that you live by yourself, you're free to eat what and however you want. I gotta say, his behavior regarding food and you is very weird. As a dad, he should have been encouraging you to healthy eat, well-balanced meals, fruit and vegetables and all that stuff. But instead, he made you develop an eating disorder. That is not okay. But of course, this is just my opinion. So let's move on to the community comments to see what they told OP, and then we have an update to see how OP felt about those comments and what they did afterwards. Girth Motherlovin says, you need to cut this idiot out of your life immediately, if only for your own health. He sounds like a psychopath. OP responds, I'm in the process of going low contact with him because of bug restrictions and wanting to see my mom. It's hard. Io's son Kalaf adds, prioritize your mental health and cut him out completely. If your mother cares about you at all, she'll understand and find ways to see you without him. OP responds, to be frank, watching him panicking and freak out as he realized he has no power anymore is really good for my mental health. Latence says, It is good that you are out of his house and no longer directly subject to his mental health issues. In your situation, for your own protection, I would stop having meals with him. I would not allow him into my home. That way, if he starts discussing food and refuses to stop, you can leave or hang up the phone. Cut off all access to any information about food. Why has everyone else allowed him to do this to his child until you were able to move out? Did they not recognize that it was harmful? Did they not care? Assuming others supported you to the full extent possible and they were not able to help, consider having holiday meals with them and only go to see your father afterwards. But leave immediately every time he refuses to accept your boundaries. Maybe he can be pushed into seeking treatment for his unhealthy obsession. OP responds, "My friends were the ones that made me realize how weird it was. This was our endgame to get me into my own home. My family thinks his behavior is bad but not abusive, while I disagree." OP's edit. "Thanks guys, I was just ranting, but don't worry, I know this behavior is not normal and could be in the abuse column. I'm setting boundaries and going low contact, but I'm not ready to go no contact." OP's edit number 2. "I am so unbelievably overwhelmed and thankful for all your comments, awards, and good wishes. I just posted this as 'Isn't he so ridiculous?' post. While I know this behavior is abusive, he's still a good dad in other ways, and he's pretty effed up from his own childhood. I'm aware that at some point I may have to go no contact, and that will be an extremely painful process. I'm currently following the timeline of a friend in a similar situation. Going low contact first is what I need to do. I understand why you guys are downvoting some of my comments about how he's my dad and I don't want to go no contact. But please understand that I'm just not ready yet. I'm not going to go into all the reasons, but a big one is my mom. Yes, she should have done a better job of protecting me, but she's a victim here too, and she's stuck. She won't leave him because she made vows before God. Mom has a major heart operation coming up, and I don't want to add stress to her to risk her not coming through it. After the operation, it will be a different story. I also do genuinely love my dad. Definitely have some Stockholm syndrome. Another reason is that dad has taken so much from me and damaged me in ways that I may not be fully aware of. If I go no contact, I'm going to lose so many other things that are so important to me. I'm not going to give him that power. I'm not going to let him play the victim of an ungrateful child. When dad does or says these things now, it has no effect on me. Because I'm out, and I know it's ridiculous, but I'm no longer being brainwashed into thinking it's normal. He genuinely has no power here anymore. By going no contact, I'll be giving him some power, but I'm also so scared of being alone. I am religious, and in the past, I've definitely had times where making a big move felt wrong, and times where I felt that nudge telling me to jump ship. Following that nudge has never led me wrong. I'm feeling that nudge about low contact and therapy. Yay, therapy again. I'm pretty sure I have an eating disorder. Fun. I'm not feeling that nudge about no contact yet, but I feel that it's coming. Well, there's no longer a reason for me to say anything at this point, so let's just move on to the update to see what OP did. So, I've gone low contact. My parents have been hounding me to see them since. I've made a decision to not eat with my family anymore. I've told my mom this, and she sort of gets it, but thinks it will blow over. So, my decision meant that I'm spending New Year's alone. Due to restrictions, my family were my only option. And all my friends already have plans for Zoom things, so I'm drinking champagne by myself, trying to tell myself I made the right choice. Thank you all for your messages. It's amazing how much you internalize and tell yourself it's normal. I don't like being a victim. I want to be that kick-butt chick in the high-heel boots that no one messes with, but I'm not. I'm someone who is so broken and worn down. I'm just so mad that I didn't get the unconditional love from my dad that I should have. I've spent my life trying to please him to get some affection. You guys being so horrified by my dad and his actions really made me realize that it's not like my dad's a good dad but is a bit messed up. He has fundamentally failed as a father. I've been told for so long that I'm not a capable adult, that I will fail at everything I try. I've been so scared to try things by myself in case I prove them right by failing. But no more. I'm going to be that butt-kicking chick, and I'm going to conquer all the hurdles in front of me. Thank you guys for your what the actual F reactions. It really woke me up. Have a great New Year's, guys. Hope it's a joyful one for you all. Sorry for the typos. Champagne and mobiles don't mix. XXX. Opie's edit. So, London gave us surprise fireworks, and since fireworks, and especially the London NYE fireworks, are my favorite thing in the world, it's like glitter but in the sky, my mood has drastically improved. Goodbye 2020, hello 2021, the year of nice surprises. Well, OP, seems like you're on the right path, so there's no point in me giving you any sort of advice. Just stay the course, and all the best for you on this 2021, the year of nice surprises. And so we've reached the end of the video. I truly hope you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and click like. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, here are more videos from my channel that you might enjoy. And having said all that, I will see you guys on the next video.